For Spain, Ghana is a very big country. It is included. This is one of the top countries in Africa. It is mentioned in such a way in the Plan Africa 2018, and also in the recent Plan of Action for Spanish policy towards Africa, the so-called Focus Africa 2023. Ghana is one of the main countries for Spanish action in the continent. Africa, particularly Ghana, as a land of opportunities, as a place where our companies can really benefit and also can create prosperity. And this is one of our guiding principles, the idea of shared prosperity in the relations between Spain and Ghana.
With Esade, I started my first company. It was our final-year project in entrepreneurship, and we got awarded the best project in the university. Then we had investors that came in, and even one of our first customers, Alex, one of the largest first companies, which is a coincidence that I met him in Ghana. And it really took us to, it taught us how to really develop the business plan and go through the business. And they even followed us with the alumni and everything, which at the end of 2015, we had SoftBank, which is one of the largest investment banks in the world, invested in our company. And that's when I could come back to the family business, because the idea was just to go to the MBA and come back. But I started, the company was in digital marketing and big data analytics, and it's still based in Barcelona. I still have some foreign property. I'm really proud to be part of Esade and to have all this alumni.
My name is Pearlyn, and I'm the General Manager for Glovo Ghana. Although I didn't go to Esade, I'm actually a very close friend of the university. Many people at Glovo actually graduated from Esade. I think we have currently over 40 people working at Glovo who graduated from Esade at some point. And then also the General Manager for Global Sub-Saharan Africa is also a graduate of Esade, did his MBA there in 2012. So he came out of the MBA program and actually set up Glovo in Kenya, which was the very first sub-Saharan African country for Kenya to expand to. So he's really kind of helped to grow the business in Africa. And now we are in Uganda, in Kenya, in Morocco, Ghana, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and then we also just launched in Tunisia. So Glovo is actually a technology company. What we do is we connect different services to customers. Our aim is to bring access to anything that you want in the city. So it could be food, it could be groceries, it could be pharmaceutical items, it could be, forgotten keys or documents. You can actually get the courier to go pick up from point A to deliver to another point in the city.
So there are also a lot of European founded companies that are coming to Ghana, to Africa. What do you think are the challenges for those companies and opportunities? Who wants to share something about that?
European companies, I think that Ghana is the best country in order to make the entrance in the sub-Saharan Africa. I think that you have a very good regulations. It's a very safety. It's very the political is not changing so much. It's different than other countries, and I think it's the best place in order that you can check if you are ready to work in Africa. And I think that Ghana is the best place in order to start and to arrive European companies.
So I mentioned that I work for Impact Hub. So Impact Hub is a network of globally funded incubators, accelerators. And basically the way it works is that it is a physical space. Glovo is actually based in Impact Hub, Accra. And so we, as part of the global team, we do submit, proposals for programs to run incubators and other entrepreneurial support programs through the local hubs. So for example, right now I'm working on a program, it's called Enrich in Africa. It's actually setting up a physical center here on the continent. So entrepreneurs in Africa who want to scale into Europe can do so, and vice versa. Entrepreneurs in Europe looking to scale in Africa, there's a center where they can go and either get capacity building or some kind of training, or look for opportunities with assistance within the center.
I'm a management consultant, and I trained like a local consultant here in Ghana. We visited the company, a small medium-sized company, any industry, manufacturer and retailer, the restaurant. We visited there and have some interviews and analyze like their management issue. The issue or challenge of the local consultant, I think they are familiar with some area, for example, marketing or finance, but not well balanced. they are very familiar with marketing, but they don't know about finance. So it's gonna be a problem. So once you start your business or when you consult the company, you need some minimum level of knowledge. So that's why. So I try to find out what your weakness is, and then I give them advice and they make some program.
My business is in real estate development. I was doing real estate development in Spain. It was going well, but as you know, the international financial crisis hit Spain very severe in 2008, 10, 12. So at that time, it was very difficult to do real estate in Spain, and I knew Ghana was doing well. At that time, Ghana was one of the fastest economies in the world. So I came to see if there were chances to do real estate in Ghana. I did my research, I saw the chances were good. We did one project, now we are doing the second project, so I'm in real estate business, and that's my experience here.
The reason why I select Esade is like very different from Japan. So I was not familiar with finance, but I asked for some help to the group member. They were very happy to help me, and also we have some the group activity. Esade consider the group activities very important. So even finance assignment or like some calculation, we work together and get to know each other very well. And so after the graduation, like not only studying the subject, but also get a stronger relationship. So that's why I think I'm now here.
Well, me Spain, because some people forget that I'm Spanish myself. But I have the Lebanese and Spanish side. But what I will talk is about the diversity that we had there. We were a group of 29. Out of them, there were 19 nationalities. And this was the close group of the MBA. The MBA was a larger group, but our group was 29 and 19 nationalities. It was very rich. We had people from every culture. Also, we had Japanese, Chinese, Indians, Middle Easterns who were too. We had also Canadians, Americans, Australian, Swedish. So we had and then we had to always work, because in Esade you have to do a lot of works that are team works. And then that mix brought so much richness and so much understanding of the other cultures. And also at the end, a big network. So wherever I travel, I always have friends to visit, and that's also a very big advantage. And really, the experience on that level internationally was impressive. Yes.
Keva?
Well, I can
You can add, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I didn't go to school in Spain, but I actually chose to study outside of Ghana. So I'm Ghanaian myself, but I did my bachelor's degree in the UK, and then I ended up going to the US for my master's as well. And I can really identify with the comments with regards to diversity, about learning about culture. It's not learning from a textbook, but it's real life. I had one example where, I was also in the group, we were doing presentations, and had a group member from Germany. She was half German, half Iranian. Group member was Korean, and from all these different cultures. And that was when I learned about German efficiency. Because if you had a meeting and the German in the group, like if you're 1 minute late, you're like completely late. And coming from Ghana, where it's like, okay, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, yeah, then you have some coffee and you chat and you talk and then you start to know. none of that was happening. We had to get straight to business, and then afterwards we could do whatever we want. But I really think that the value of cultural diversity and getting to know different cultures, and the reality of business today is that you cannot do business in isolation in your own country and expect to succeed. Business is now international, no matter what you're doing, and that international exposure is really priceless. And you really cannot put a price on it. So I definitely do recommend having that international experience as well.
I choose Esade because it's a family of my father studied, not in Esade, studying in Instituto Químico de Desarrollo that is, belongs to the Society of Jesus and have very strong relation with Esade. My profile is I am industrial engineer, and then my decision was later to go and study an MBA. The decision is that I make an executive because I was working at the same time, and then for me it was hard because during 2 years I was without any kind of weekends and without summer vacation during 2 years, and then you have to mix with your work and the studies. One thing that I like from Esade is that we have 3 international experiences. That one was in Paris in the HEC, the second was in Shanghai in the Fudan University, and the third was in Cleveland in the United States in the worst case university. I think that if you would approach for different cultures in different ways. In my case, the executive MBA was very basic because the people was working in the same place, but being local, we have maybe 6 or 7 nationalities. We have people from Latin America, we have people from Germany, from France, from Poland. I think that was very big community in order to understand different cultures, and this is my approach.